Bayonetta.
Don't fuck with a witch.
Hello, 13th Doctor Jones welcoming you to my first ever episode of Sega-sodes. The purpose of this series is to provide reviews and opinions on games I've played over the past 17 years I've been a video gamer. Now, regular viewers may know that I'm a bit of a Sonic fanatic, but as you saw, today's feature is not a Sonic game. What? Is he crazy? Well, no. This is a pilot episode. Depending on how well this series does in terms of views, will determine whether there will be future reviews of Sega's bigger franchises. In today's review, I'm going to be taking you through the inner workings of one of my favourite video games of all time, Bayonetta. Now, before we get started, just a word of warning. This review will contain spoilers, adult language, and some sexually suggestive themes. If you find any of these things mentioned above are particularly sensitive for you, you have been warned. Either stop this video now, or join me as Jubileus the Creator graces us. Now, without further ado...
Let's rock, baby!
Bayonetta is a 3D action game that started development in 2007 by Team Little Angels of Platinum Games to be released on the Xbox 360 and PS3. The game was then released in 2010 in America and Europe, but I didn't get my hands on this game until 2011, as I had my reservations at first. Cut from the same cloth as Devil May Cry, the game employs a beat-em-up style of gameplay with a lot of crazy moves you can pull off to defeat your opponents. However, it was down to this reason that I thought at first it was just trying to be Devil May Cry. Boy, was I wrong! If I'm completely honest, I actually enjoy Bayonetta for particular aspects that I find Devil May Cry is lacking in. Granted that Devil May Cry came out many years before Bayonetta, and even has the same director, Hideki Kamiya, and with the increasing sophistication of technology and writing, these things are bound to improve over time. Bayonetta sold very well in stores, and had sold 1.35 million units worldwide by March 2010. There are many things to praise about this game, from the gameplay, to the lovable and developed characters,
Drinks are going on your tab, buddy. You deadbeat motherfucker.
Fate brought us here together, and it will never tear us apart.
Fancy bumping into you here. Out to find some answers about your past, are we?
and even the story is well written. And if you're one of those gamers, this game boasts one hell of a protagonist, designed to appeal to those who like curvy, sexy heroines clad in what could be considered custom, fetish gear.
Maybe I should aim for something a bit more high class.
Don't believe me? Go ahead and Google Bayonetta and check out the images. Go ahead! I won't do anything. I'll wait right here for 10 seconds. Bayonetta.
Order. Well, let me give you back your toy then.
You can't stand up now, can you?
As long as there's music, I'll keep on dancing.
The gameplay of Bayonetta, as stated earlier, is fast-paced, beat-em-up style action. Bayonetta has a variety of both fast and deadly attacks you can use to defeat various monsters and angels. One of the things I find personally intriguing about Bayonetta's fighting style is how it's a mixture of magical and physical combat. But, at the same time, all of her moves seem to be like dancing moves. But I'll get to that later. By chaining together combos and dodging enemy attacks with which time in battle, you accumulate style points. Depending on how much skill with the game you have, will determine what kind of award you get. ranging from a dull bronze medal all the way up to pure platinum. Many factors contribute to what rank you in after a battle. The time it took you to finish the fight, the number of combos you use, and even the amount of damage, if any, you took in battle. You can earn bonus points by using Bayonetta's unique execution moves and climaxes. Yep, they're called climaxes. Suggestive enough? Well, take a look at the one used against the enemy, known as Joy. At the end of each chapter, these factors and the medals you gained in each section ultimately decide which trophy you earn at the end. And oh boy, it's not easy. The style and ranking system is no slouch, it's punishingly difficult, and if you aren't prepared, it's similar in difficulty to the original Devil May Cry. Like Devil May Cry, you also have the option to change the difficulty setting, ranging from very easy all the way up to non-stop infinity climax mode. Am I still allowed to talk about this? Now, let's talk about the weapons. Bayonetta has a variety of weapons and power-ups she gains and can use to help make the combat easier. Or for players who like more of a challenge, items that make enemies more aggressive, increase the numbers, or hinder Bayonetta in exchange for greater power. Starting off with her standard but admittedly cool Scarborough Fair pistols, 4 of them I might add, all the way up to a samurai sword, and even arm and leg mounted rocket launchers. You can purchase new moves and weapons from the Gates of Hell bar with the help of your business partner, Rodan. To buy these items, you need to collect halo rings from fallen angels you defeat. Wait, rings?
And your point is?
Collecting rings, huh? I could have sworn I've heard of that somewhere before. Oh, subtle, Sega. Very subtle. I mean, rings. Really. Out of all the money systems you could have gone with, you decided to go with rings. That's just too self-preferential. I mean, come on. That's like if we just randomly found rings lying around it. Oh! Well, I'll be damned.
You got a ring! Hi, I'm Omo Chow!
Right. Come here. What did I say? What did I say to you in that trailer? Stupid! Sorry about that.
Ow! That hurt!
Good!
Anyway, where was I? As well as weapons and accessories, you can also purchase lollipops to heal yourself and restore Bayonetta's magic meter. These items function almost identically to the Vital and Devil Stars of Devil May Cry. You can even, by completing certain challenges, gain items that increase Bayonetta's total health and magic. Speaking of magic, the magic meter is used whenever Bayonetta successfully dodges an attack and enters slow motion witch time. Witch time allows for more opportunities for point scoring as well as some clever ways for solving puzzles. There are also some collectible items in the form of records that allow you to gain secret weapons that the player otherwise wouldn't be able to access. You get one set of these weapons free, but if you want an extra set to attach to Bayonetta's 10-inch heels, you better be prepared to fork over a few thousand rings. This feature gives the game a degree of replay value, and I have on more than one occasion gone back to levels to see what I missed. All these elements combined create what is overall a fluid and well-developed control scheme that enhances the experience of the game. However, the gameplay is not without its downsides, most notably the QuickTime events. QuickTime events in Bayonetta fall into two categories. Well-placed combat quick-time events used to make combat easier, plus or minus some button mashing, or they appear out of nowhere when you're not ready, leaving Bayonetta as a pretty splattered stain. Sometimes you're not expecting an event, and then when you have to repeat an entire section, sacrificing that pure platinum rank you spent the whole level trying to get. The last things to mention are the mini-games and bosses. Angel Attack is where you have a set number of bullets to shoot at angels to earn bonus points or items at the end of each chapter. It's a fun little mini-game. Now for the bosses. Holy crap! Every boss in this game is a spectacle in its own right. From upside down face King Ghidorah to a pompous ass Wesker-like sage known as Boulder, all the way to God itself. Bosses in this game do not stop getting bigger. Each of them have their own unique design in terms of both the arena, shape and their attacks. My personal favourite being Temperantia. But Bayonetta is more than equipped to deal with these bosses. To beat each boss, you have to use your weapons and combos to beat a boss until a specific weak spot is revealed. When you have done enough damage, a quick time event will occur that will allow you to deal mortal damage to your opponent. Once the boss has no health left, you'd think the fight would end. But no. To finish the fight, you have to activate one more quick time event and initiate a finishing climax. At which point Bayonetta uses all the magical power of her hair to summon a powerful demon to send the angel to hell at the cost of her clothes. But who cares, it's awesome.
Falcon Punch!
The gameplay of Bayonetta overall is well designed, addicting and adrenaline fueled, with sleek combos and powerful weapons, and grand show-stopping bosses. So, does the story and characters match up to Bayonetta's gameplay?
Well, you'll have to tune into my next installment to find out. Sorry!
Bugger. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.